Hi everybody, so I'm on my phone. Let's see if this works better. I don't see the chat though. So I've never used my phone, guys, for a live feed before. So I'm not sure why. Let's do this. Oh, that's not working. Crazy. So I can't see the chat box. And I can't see who's in the room. And I don't know why. Yeah, I can't even see you guys. I see there's one person in the room. Oh, there it is. Yay. Hi, Julene. I'm having horrible trouble again with my live feed. So tell me, guys, how is the feed? Is it strong? Yay. So I might just have to get a tripod for my phone, which kind of stinks. I don't know. So I don't know where my camera is, so I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay, so holy crap, guys. I'll have to delete all those other messes. Welcome to TR's Tarot Talk 1111. I think my camera might be there. So guys, yeah, it's right here, I think. Yeah, okay. So guys, okay, honey, I'm in the middle though. I already got it started. Holy crap. I don't drink, but I could use a drink right now. So we have 4 people in the room. I'm hoping to get some more. This might be the trick that fixes everything. Maybe in the future I'll just do all my lives on my phone. We'll have to see how it goes. I bought a new computer and it's crap, apparently. So let me move it back a little bit so you're not looking up my nose. Okay, guys, say hi, whoever's here, because the chat pops up for just a second and then it closes out. So I can't see like I can on my ThinkPad who all's in the room. Julene and Tammy and Emily. Okay, wonderful. All right, hopefully people will watch the playback because I think we lost quite a few with the shenanigans here. So for those of you who didn't get to see the other 2 attempts, because I'm going to delete them, we are not doing the channeled message tonight. We are actually going to do our candle ritual and manifestation ritual. And we are going to do a tarot reading for the collective, for the twin flames. Hi, Tabitha. Collective, the twin flames, and the light workers. And then, if our feed stays strong and steady, if you guys want to send a super chat for $15 at the end, I will do mini readings for you. And you can ask, you know, for a topic or a question. Hi, Francine. Yes, I'm so glad to be back. I'm using my phone. God willing and the creek don't rise. Let's just hope it works. So, Okay, I didn't see who that was. I saw a P. Whoever came into the room, it only pops up for a second and then goes away. All right, so let's go ahead and carve our candles. Please hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. We'll do our candle service and our ritual. And then we are going to do the tarot. And hopefully we'll have time in a nice feed. Hi, Beck. Paige. Hi, Paige. We'll do, at the end of the feed, we will, or at the end of the reading, we will do a energy check-in for those who need it. I'm sorry, guys. It's like full moon energy, and we're still in Mercury went direct, but we're still in the shadow period, right? So I'm carving my candle. I'm using the green candle for abundance, and of course the heart chakra. We're going by chakras tonight. So we want to open the heart chakra. I'm just carving the candles. If you guys brought a candle, you can carve your candles, or you can just set your intentions to tap into the energy of mine. That's what I do. I set my intentions that when I clear space and pray, it's for everybody. Didn't even have to yell at him. Okay, so I have abundance, heart chakra open, and I always put on mine the Vesica Pisces and Union, because I am a divine feminine. Okay. Never hurts to put a $sign on it either. All right, so I'm going to put love oil. You guys know the drill. I'm trying to find where my camera is. So I went to Best Buy. Or no, I didn't. I went to Walmart. I looked at Best Buy. Anyhow, I talked to the salesperson. This was several months ago. And I told them what I would be using my laptop for. And they recommended the ThinkPad, the Chromebook. That's what I got. And apparently, it's the Chromebook. Because when I use my phone, or my son uses his phone, or his Xbox, we don't have any trouble at all with the internet. So I'm pretty sure it's the computer, which really ticks me off. Please hit the thumbs up, guys. Okay, so we've got the green candle all anointed with protection oil. Let's see, protection oil and love oil. And now because it is the Aries full moon, I am going to use the Sacral Chakra for self-empowerment. I'm going to carve in it. And so I wrote Sacral Chakra, chakra open and cleared. And now I am writing self-healing and empowerment. So guys, if you didn't get a chance yet to watch the video, the collaboration that I did with Julene, I'm really encouraging you to go check it out. That's where we did the channeled message this month. And her and I just might make a plan on, of course, you know, it's always according to our schedules, but we are looking to do collaborations again in the future. You did your meditation. Wonderful, Francine. I'm going to take a sacred bath tonight after Jesse goes to bed and after our live feed. All right, we're all carved. We're all anointed. And I don't know why, but I keep looking at me instead of the camera, and then it looks like I'm all wonky. I guess it's an art, right? I know that Rich Lopp, who's a buddy of mine, he uses his phone, and he must have gotten pretty darn good at using it, because it always looks like he's looking right into the camera. Me, on the other hand, this is a first. So I started my YouTube channel with just a phone back in the good old days, right? All right, we're all anointed and ready to go. So I got a head start. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Francine. So I got a head start in order to save some time. I'm going to read to you guys what I wrote down, and you guys set your intention. Get your paper, get your pen. You're going to need a lighter, and you're going to need a glass bowl or a conch shell, whatever you use. I am using this really pretty glass bowl tonight. So I wrote setting my intentions. So I wrote my manifestations first. I'm going to read them real briefly, and then we're going to go to and we're going to write down what we want to release. And I'll give you guys a few minutes to do that. While I'm reading mine, you can write yours. So I'm setting my intentions to call in and manifest my soulmate twin flame union. Health and healing for me and my loved ones. I have a son right now, my middle child, who's under the weather and not feeling well. So also I wrote alignment with my highest timeline. YouTube subscriber growth, so you guys know we're always trying to grow over here, right? Abundance, money, all areas of my life. Blessings, I want to write blessings too, because abundance for me means blessings, but I better be specific, right? All right, and then I wrote business opportunities. I'm going to put new business opportunities. Soul tribe, new high vibe friends. And then I put feelings, because I think that, you know, new feelings for some of us, I don't know about you guys, but my journey has really been clearing a lot and opening a lot of my chakras. And so I'm experiencing higher vibrational feelings like bliss, happiness, acceptance, trust, faith, unconditional love. And so I'm setting my intentions to experience more of that. So I also put on here world healing, awakening, recalibration, removal of COVID from the planet, dark agendas exposed and cleared. And then I wrote, this is my affirmation, guys. Everything I desire flows to me effortlessly through pathways known and unknown, seen and unseen. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now on the back, I believe a releasing ceremony is much more personal. So I'm going to write down what I'm letting go of, and I'm going to give you guys an opportunity why I do that, to write down what you want to release. And normally I would take a picture of it so that I could for the next month, but I'm using my phone for the live. So take a moment and write down what you would like to release from your energy field during the full moon. And I'm going to be quiet for just a moment. Okay, I'm done if you guys are. Let me get a drink here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and light our candles. I'm going to light the heart chakra. Let's see, where do I want to put it? I don't want it to blow out. So you guys won't be able to see it because I'm moving it back out of the way. And then we are doing the sacral chakra for self-empowerment and chakra opening and clearing. We did the heart chakra and we did abundance, unconditional love. And now how I do mine is I just twist it loosely, because if you twist it too tight, it takes a long time and to burn, and sometimes it goes out. So I just twist it lightly. And then I'm going to say a quick invocation. We're going to say, we set our intentions on this full moon in Aries to receive everything that we have asked for. It's 11:11. Not here, it isn't. But hey, I'm glad you shared that. And no, what time is it here, Jess? 8:11. 8:11. It's 8:11 here. So yes, the invocation is we ask to receive everything that we set our intentions for, and we ask to release with our intentions everything that we have written down that no longer serves us. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I like to say, I am a powerful, conscious creator, co-creating with the divine my highest and best life. And I am grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is. All right, here she blows. Woo-hoo. I'll show you guys mine going up. I always like to watch how it unfolds. It's really kind of cool. Has anybody ever done what's it called? Cartomancy? Cryomancy? Something like that. No. What, Jess? No. It's me burning my intentions. The paper? There it goes. All right, so now what I like to do, mine's still kind of burning a little bit. What I like to do is after the ritual, I take it outside and I blow it into the wind. I also set out a full case. Oops. Jesse's oops, he forgot to do it. I set out a full case of bottled water to be blessed and charged by the moon. And then, you know, I have too many crystals to put all my crystals out. But tonight I do intend to put some of my favorite ones out that I use a lot, especially the ones I sleep with, right? So you guys can do that as well. And it was a beautiful, beautiful day here. So I'm hoping it's nice and clear outside so that the moon shines on my water. Nice and bright. Okay, so I wanted to say, Stephanie, if you're still in the room, thank you, my beautiful, beautiful friend, for the gift of the big candle. She sent me a candle because she knows I love candles and I use them. I anoint them. Every one that I use, I set intentions with. And so she sent me a beautiful candle and I am so grateful. So I'm going to take a moment just to remind you guys that on November 1st, we're going to do our gratitude drawing. And that drawing will be live. Thank you. Pyromancy. There you go. Thank you, Sherry. How are you? So, yeah, I knew. I couldn't remember the name of it, but I knew. I've done that before, and it was really kind of cool. Actually, I think it might have even been Danny, Sherry, that showed me how to do it. So, on the 1st of the month, November, we're going to do our gratitude drawing. This month, I'm giving away a full hour pre-recorded reading. And anybody that participates with the channel through donations or ordering their own private reading or joins Patreon, you guys are all entered. And as many times as you interact is how many times your name goes in. I also wanted to thank Julene for the collaboration that we did. It was our first one, so it was a little, it was a trial and error thing. But we're hoping to do it each new and full moon when we're able. For those of you who haven't joined Patreon yet, I wanted to let you know that over in Patreon, if you join at the 1111 or 2222, you will absolutely get $40 off of a reading once a month. So instead of $100, it is, hi Carolyn, instead of $100, it's $60. It's so hard to say hi to people and then keep my train of thought. So if you're interested in Patreon, go over there and check it out. The discount is for those who are in the 1111 or 2222. It's basically a way to pay for your subscription so that it's free. It even pays for a couple of months. And you're eligible to book that reading once a month as long as you're a Patreon. I also wanted to say that Julene has been so generous as to offer my subscribers and viewers a huge discount off of her natal chart reading, and she channels messages as well as creates your chart. She does a Zoom meeting with you, and it's over an hour and a half, I think she said, long. And she normally charges $150, but because we collabed, if you order a reading from me, you will get a discounted price of $75. And if you, so everything will be in the description box on how to do that. But you have to order a reading with me and order a reading with her. You will get both readings for the price that you normally would just get her reading. So it's a super good deal. It's only until the 20th of November. So if you're interested in getting your chart read and a channeled message by Julene and a channeled message and tarot reading, personal reading from me, it's a great time to do that. All right, there's the necessary stuff. We're going to get that out of the way. Now I'm going to do a collective. We're going to do the collective read. What deck do I want to use? Well, we always use the Moonology. Let's start with that. So we're going to do collective, please, Spirit. Calling in all of my angels and guides and team, Spirit team. We would like to know what the general energy for the full moon in Aries is for the collective, please, at this time. Okay, I'm going to go through one more time. I think I missed one. Oh, you got a bonus. All right. So we have on the bottom of the deck, a time for healing, balsamic moon. And we have 3 cards that Spirit chose. One is show the world the real you. Now, if you haven't watched the channeled message over on the collab, you want to do so because the theme I was told by Spirit of this moon is recalibration of self. Okay, so show the world the real you falls right in line with what Spirit channeled to me. Okay, full moon in Aquarius energy. Aquarius is about the collective, right? It's groups. It's very social. So be authentic. Show the world the real you. The next one we have is your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Oh, and we got, so all 3 cards are full moon cards too. And the last one is balance spirituality with practicality. Full moon in Pisces. So your dreams need a practical plan and balance spirituality with practicality. Okay. Now, what I take from that is, you know, we can't always be in the etheric, you know. I spend a lot of time in the spiritual realms. We have to kind of balance ourselves and ground our dreams in a practical way. So tonight, of course, we're doing manifestation work, and Spirit's saying, you know, in order to create your dreams, manifest your dreams, you need to balance things out in a way that is practical and spiritual. So don't forget to do your rituals, right? But also, you need to take steps. You need to make a plan. You need to follow through. You know, the steps of manifestation is you've got to first visualize it and dream it and place your focus on it, right? Where we place our focus is where we create. So that's step number one. Step number two is then you got to marry it with the emotion. You got to act as if it's already there. You got to feel what it would feel like to have it. And then the next step would be to take all the steps and plans, make plans, take steps, take things, you know, depending on what it is you're trying to manifest. You want to do everything you can do. Just like the farmer has to till the soil and fertilize it and prepare it before planting the seeds. You got to do the work. And then the next step is faith, right? We just turn over to source and we say, I trust that the magic is happening and I have faith and I know it's coming. So, and with the bottom deck here, it is a time for healing. I do believe, you know, it's always a time for healing, but this full moon in Aries is all about taking focus off of, you know, sacrificing yourself for everybody else in ways that depletes your energy or creates burdens that really, honestly, it kind of robs people from being able to empower themselves and to learn the lessons. You know, we kind of make people codependent on us when we're always trying to heal them and not focus on our own needs. There's always a time to give, and then there's the time to receive. And I was told in the channeled message that this is definitely time for us to be focusing on our own autonomy, our own lives, our own healing, big time, our own healings, okay? And so you can always go back to helping the collective and everybody else, but you need to fill your own cup, and your own cup needs to be overflowing. If you are a giver, make sure that you are on the top of the list of who receives, right? Who you're giving to. So let me look real quick. I want to get a couple of these cards. Full moon in Aries, collective messages, please, for full moon in Aries, collective. Clear messages, please, for the collective, for the full moon in Aries energy. Oh my goodness. Okay. They're just spitting them at me. All right. Bottom of the deck is the inner child. I don't know if you'll be able to read that with this crappy camera. But it says, the fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. Okay? I always look at that. I mean, I think what Spirit's saying is, you know, inner child healing is placing our focus on our well-being, our happiness, what brings us joy, what lifts our vibration, right? And so there's a lot of inner reflection going on here. I'm just looking at these cards. We've got look in a book, whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insights you seek. I don't do a lot of reading anymore, but I find a lot of the answers I'm seeking through signs and synchronicities. But I mean, some people really like to research. And if I do research, I usually do it through videos. I don't like to read anymore. I used to love to read. Maybe that's what Spirit's saying is, you know, it's time to get back to reading. But there's a lot of reflection here. What I'm seeing is this is a woman, you know, sitting quietly reading. Here's a woman in solitude. And it says, think of being alone as meaning you are all one. Carolyn, I couldn't read all that, but I did see it's a beautiful night. So think of being alone, if you break the word up, as all one. And in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. And then we have hidden depths. And it says something hidden is about to come to light. Perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. It really feels like Spirit's pushing this a time for healing thing. Healing the inner child. You know, seeking guidance through reading or watching videos or through signs and synchronicities. Solitude, going within, hidden depths, right? And then your last card is transformation. And so, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I have gone through a huge transformation in the last 3 years. I don't look the same. I don't dress the same. Don't talk the same. I don't live in the same place. I don't hang out with the same people. I mean, my whole life has shifted. And so it reads, this fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. So I do believe with this hidden depths, for some of us, there's going to be some epiphanies, right? But we have to be willing to go within. We need to ask the right questions, ask for a sign, do, you know, the seeking. And I believe something's going to be revealed to us. And it could be very transformational. I mean, it could change things, right? Our dreams need a practical plan, show the world the real you. It's all self-focused for this month. I want to do some tarot, but I don't know which deck I want to use. I love this beautiful creatures deck. Let's take a look at it. And I might clarify with the Osho Zen. So a lot of self-reflection, inner seeking, asking for guidance, transformation, doing the work, right? You got to do the work. You can't just like constantly dump everything in Spirit's lap and expect them to do everything. I do believe there's more healing we need to do around the inner child. And we're going to see what the tarot has to say. All right, Spirit. What do we need to know for the collective, for the full moon and Aries energy? Okay. Don't know why they're wonky. Full moon in Aries for the collective, please. Thank you. All right. So we got a lot of cards, actually. The bottom of the deck is King of Cups. So, you know, more emotional balancing, going within. We've seen the word balance twice now. We have, the wheel. And I do believe big changes. I've been channeling like crazy. Big changes. Watch for changes in politics. Watch for changes in the world arena. Well, at least I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I personally don't go to the mainstream media to get my information. Ask Spirit to guide you. But I do feel huge shifts, not just in our personal lives, but this Aries full moon. So we just recently, went through all those retrogrades, and it was like a opportunity to revisit a lot of things in our life, and each of those planets in retrograde hold their own aspect, and that's in the channeled message, and it's also in Juline's message. So I don't want to really do a lot of recapping here, but everything's beginning to go direct again. And so there's going to be a huge push for things to change in the collective. All right. We have Knight of Pentacles. And so it's been a very slow progress. And I know a lot of people like me have been really fighting and pushing and awakening, focusing on awareness with people around some very hot topics, which you can't talk about over here in YouTube. But I've been waiting for some major shifts to happen. They need to happen, right? They need to happen. And so this slow and steady has been a theme for a while now. And it's still here, right? This Mercury energy of, Virgo energy of the Knight of Pentacles. And so it is very slow moving energy, but changes are happening behind the scene. You have to really feel your way into that intuitively because it is happening. Okay. And then we have the Magician. So, we need to be part of the change, be the change you want to see. We have to manifest and we have to set our intentions. And look, she's sitting there with a book too. So there very well could be something that a lot of us in the collective discover or read or see that kind of opens things up for us on where we place our focus, right? Look at all these majors. We got the Hierophant. Okay, that's for me as a reader. I know it means a lot of things, but for me, this is traditions. This is government. It's higher agencies. I don't want to say a whole lot, but that's what it is, right? So we have the Devil with the Five of Swords. And so I really do, and then the Seven of Cups. So spirituality needs a practical place to land, right? So if we want to see changes happen in the collective, not just in a spiritual way, personally, but out there in like Gaia land, we really need to be the change. We need to be holding space. We need to be setting our intentions. We need to be doing whatever work is, we're ground crew, right? A lot of us, not everybody. But things are changing out there, especially in the major institutions like big pharma, school, education, and governments. And there's a lot of change, guys, coming. And so what are we changing? We're changing this devil energy with the Five of Swords, right? They're fighting back. A lot of the old energies, the old rulers, the old, I mean, just think when we went from the Iron Age to the industrial, I think it was industrial revolution, right? Is that what came next? I don't remember. I'm not a historian, but when we change ages, those are ages, right? When we change ages, there's always resistance. There's always resistance to change. And so it does create a lot of strife and challenges in the collective and a lot of confusion. A lot of people aren't awake yet. They're still in the Seven of Cups energy of, lost and dazed and confused. And so, the biggest message that I'm getting for the collective for this full moon in Aries is you really need to be focusing on creating what it is you want to experience, right? Not just in yourself, but out there in the world too. You've got to be the voice. You've got to be the leaders. You've got to be, it's got to start with you, is what Spirit tells me. It's got to start with us, you know? And so do your shadow work, do your healing, your inner child work, do your research. A lot of people need to research, right? Truths, not mainstream media stuff. And there's something I do believe that's going to be revealed for the collective that's going to transform things. It's going to change things huge in the public arena. And so watch for that. I've been feeling that for a while now. And personally, we need to be really taking care of our own health, our own energy, right? We need to pull back a lot of what we've been investing in. Just for a short recalibration was the way the channeled message came out. It's not forever. No, we're not going to be selfish. We're just going to be healing, self-aware over the next like 20 days, right? We need to focus on where we can do the most work. And it has to start with ourselves. All right, so now I'm going to take a look at, we're going to look at twin flames. I'm going to use the Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon. First of all, we're going to get a Moonology. We're going to get a couple oracles here for twin flames. All right, Spirit, dear Mother, Father, God, all of our angels and team, ancestors, Ascended Masters, what does the twins need to know at this time in the energy of the full moon in Aries for the twin flames, for union, for shadow work, whatever we need to know for the twins during this lunation? What do we need to know for the twins? Divine masculine, divine feminine, during this lunation, this full moon in Aries energy. All right, so I went through twice. I'm going to go through one more time because I only got one card. But if nothing else comes out, then Spirit has spoken. Whew, that one went across the room. All right, for the twin flames, please, for divine masculine, divine feminine. All right, again, on the bottom of the deck, after all that shuffling, we have, oh no, this is new moon. I'm sorry, I thought it was the full moon. New moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. Okay, we just had the Libra energies, and this is the full moon in Libra. Oh, I like this. Okay, so we have don't let pride get in the way, full moon in Leo, and we have a win-win outcome is forecast, and meditate and contemplate. Okay, so what I'm getting from that is, you know, if you are in separation and you've been allowing your ego to kind of feed that separation, like, you know, my divine masculine or my divine feminine owes me or needs to do this or needs to balance out the scales, needs to, you know, I mean, absolutely, Spirit has been guiding us for a long time to honor the separation, because it's in the separation when the twins are working on their own stuff is like the biggest part of the entire journey. It takes the longest. It is the hardest to accomplish, and it is necessary. And so if you're in separation, sometimes we can get angry or resentful or impatient or just doubtful, right? We lose faith. We lose our mojo. And so Spirit is trying to tell us that balance is going to come, right? Balance will come. A win-win forecast is, or outcome is forecast. And don't let pride get in your way, okay? And you're always, so, you know, as any of you who have been watching my channel for a while now, you know that I've been getting that Michael Jackson song, "You are not alone, I am here with you." And so I think that meditate and contemplate is, you know, so multifaceted. Not only are we meant to go within to find our twin, because that's, we're always together, we're never separate. In the 5D, you can always connect with your twin, but we're also meant to be going within through prayer and meditation and clearing old timelines, old karmic cycles, ancestral karma, old belief systems. And so, yes, definitely, there's so much that needs to be done for the twins that really starts in here. And so it's kind of opposite of the collective. The collective is being asked to focus on self. Yes, the twins need to focus on their own healing, on their own energies, on their own journey. We can't be codependent. It can't happen. And twin flame love is the strongest love that there is, right? It's unconditional love. It's agape love. It's God source, creator source love. It doesn't know any boundaries. And so when you meet your twin in the physical, you get that kundalini activation of all your chakras just connecting. Boom, 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 boom. It's like you go online. And so it's very, very difficult to be near each other or in any kind of semi-union until huge amounts of shadow work and codependency and old programming and past relationship trauma is healed. Because really, when you come together with your twin, it's, I mean, I'm not talking about full union. I'm talking about, you know, like you run into them someplace, or you go out and date or have a drink together, or, you know, some people actually have sex with each other. Wouldn't know what that's like, but at least not for 20 some years. But yeah, it's just intense, and it triggers us. Whenever you're near or communicating or interacting with your twin while you're still healing and doing your shadow work, it always triggers us because they mirror back to us all of that brokenness. And so I do believe we tend to get a little tainted on the journey, and we tend to move into some of that Queen of Swords energy, right? My way or the highway. You know, we go from healthy boundaries to building obstacles and walls. And it's a fluctuation. We go in and we go out of that energy, or at least I do. And so when we are sitting in that energy of pride and ego, it is creating a longer separation. And it's not conducive to union energies at all. Okay, so let me get you some more. We're going to get a couple of these fairy oracles. All right, for the Twin Flame Collective, please, Spirit. What is your advice during the full moon in Aries for the Twin Flame Collective? One more, please, for the Twin Flame Collective during the full moon in Aries. Okay. All right, so we got 4 cards. I'm going to start with the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck, ooh, light. It says, the Fairy Queen of Light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. See what I was talking about? You know, sometimes we got to clean up our act. We got to clean up our energy. We've got to be the light. We've got to push our pride, push our ego out of the way, and focus on our own healing, because it's in the separation that the magic happens and the struggles. You know, that caterpillar goes into the chrysalis. It doesn't just fall asleep and magically transform. It struggles and struggles and struggles and struggles and struggles and struggles. And it's that struggling that actually pushes all of the, you know, inners and whatever magic happens to the caterpillar's body. It's the struggle that creates the new body. It's honor the struggle, honor the separation, and try to be gentle and patient with your person, patient with yourself, and patient with your healing. And if you find that you've done huge amounts of healing, and now you're just kind of sitting around twiddling your thumbs, waiting for your person to, you need to go watch my channeled message, because there was a little PS tag at the end of my channeled message where Spirit said, completely release to the divine. Just let it go to God. Your lower vibrational twin, unawakened twin, because we have dimensions and timelines, densities, right? Third dimension has densities, layers. And then you reach the time, the ceiling, glass ceiling. And then you have to do a quantum jump, right? Energetic quantum jump, quantum timeline raise. And then you get into the fourth dimension, and then there are layers of densities in those, in that dimension. That's like the bridge, right? The yoni. And so Spirit said, let go and release, completely release and surrender your unawakened twin, or your slow twin in separation to the divine, because focus on aligning your vibration with that quantum jump, because there is a version of us. See, we're reintegrating into higher self. Here's higher self. Here's us and all these. We're multidimensional, right? We're quantum. There are versions of ourselves in each of those timelines having experience, learning things. And so during this awakening, what we're doing is we're reintegrating back to the higher self, which is meeting us in the fifth dimension. And so your twin is already there, their higher self, just like your higher self is. And so as we integrate and reach the higher self, they're there. You're never alone. They're always there. And so, you know, stop being angry or resentful or sad that you feel like you're losing them, because you can't lose them. You can't. You'll never lose them. And you're not staying where you're at, or at least you're not intended to, right? Especially if you chose to be a twin flame that's working on union. All right, so the messages we got was be the light and be love, right? That source love light. And then we have fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It said that seeing is believing, but in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. So again, I'm getting this message. A win-win outcome is forecast. Spirit is trying to reassure us that if we believe and stop doubting and stop resenting and being in our pride, it's the believing that creates the manifestation. It's what creates the seeing. All right, next we have friendship. And so I have another deck, and there's a card in it that says, lean on your inner circle, your inner friends, right? Your soul tribe at this time. And that's the energy I'm getting off of this fairy card, friendship. It says, fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. And then we have wait for winter. Now, I'm not sure what I resonate with when it comes to astrology and what like Kay Moon says she watches Juno and Jupiter, and then there are others that watch Venus and Mars, right? Yes. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm not an astrologer. That would be up to Julene. But on Kay Moon's most recent video, she talked about a union window where Juno and Jupiter would be sitting conjunct each other for like 3 days, and it begins on January 23rd, 2022, which really isn't that far away, right? So, I mean, I don't know what to believe, what I resonate with as far as, you know, which planets or asteroids represent divine masculine, divine feminine, but I'm voting for a union window. I would really like that to happen. So wait for winter. During the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes as long as your intentions are bright for the highest of good, or highest good of all. And then we have transformation, okay? So the winter months here over in the Western Hemisphere are upon us, right? And that's where I'm channeling from. So if you're in another part of the world, let's just use months, right? So right now we're in October, November, December, January. So we're looking at like 3 months. And I do feel it. I really do feel that there's going to be huge shifts. Saturn going direct is really going to be pushing for us to end karmic relationships, karmic friendships, karmic cycles. And so a lot of us, divine feminines and divine, well, we're just going to say divine counterparts. A lot of us divine counterparts have been waiting, or, well, we're not supposed to be waiting, but we've been holding space for a partner or a twin who is still somehow embroiled in a karmic connection where that karma has to be paid. The lesson has to be learned, and it has to be experienced, right? And so I believe, and I've channeled around it, that Saturn going direct is going to be a huge, huge push. You know, free will is still at play, of course, but the universe is not going to stop pushing and pushing and pushing for union energies. And so possibly the winter months is going to be a huge transformational time for the twins, okay? We have this fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. And that takes us right back to this: a win-win outcome is forecast. Don't let pride get in the way. Okay, and I do believe that we're being told we can connect with our twins in the 5D, and you're never alone. You're always together, right? All right, I'm going to toss a few tarot here. I want to take a look at the divine masculine's energy first. Then we're going to take a look at the divine feminines. We're going to get some romance angels and a few oracle cards. And then we're going to go into the light workers. All right. What does the masculine twin, divine masculine, what do we need to know about what the divine masculine is currently going through, or advice for them? Anything you want to bring out for the divine masculine at this time, or to help the divine feminine understand better what the divine masculine is going through. During the full moon in Aries energy, please, Spirit, for the divine masculine. For the full moon in Aries energy, for divine masculines. Okay. Bottom of the deck, ooh, a message of love. Okay, guys, I feel this. I swear, as soon as Mercury goes direct, we get out of that shadow period. I really do believe there's going to be a huge push. You know, Aries is the ruling planet of the Emperor, right? And so I just feel it. I feel like there's going to be communication. You're going to get a message. You might run into them. It could be a etheric message. It could come in your dream state. You know, it may not be in person, but for a lot of us, I do believe it is. And I'm going to show you why. Ooh, tough love. Tough love. Okay, once again, bottom of the deck is message of love. It is the Page of Cups. Okay, that could be an apology. That could be a little text message or a reach out. But look what we've got that the masculine is currently going through. We have divine intervention, the Tower. Thank you, Bianca. Yes, the Tower. You know, and I do a lot of energy check-ins on the twins. I don't always publicize them because it takes so long for the energies to shift that a lot of times it's more disheartening than it is encouraging. So I'm not like some of these other twin flame readers that, you know, pound out twin flame energies every other day. This is a journey. It takes time. So this is what flew out together. So we've got the Justice card, and it says soul contract. And we have divine intervention. I wholeheartedly believe that that is spirit creating a destruction in the masculine's current energies with a soul contract. Now, for those of you that aren't in a third-party situation or don't have a karmic involved, then this is the soul contract between you and your twin, right? The universe is acting in your behalf. They're balancing the scales. They're bringing justice. They're showing the masculine that this is a soul contract and they need to honor it. And for those of you, oh, you've been in contact. Yeah. So for those of you who are in a third-party situation, then I believe this is divine intervention, interfering and creating justice, you know, in that karmic situation. And look at what came out next. Next, we have the Empress. So, you know, this is karmic justice for the divine feminine, in the divine feminine's favor is what I believe. You know, intervention. It's like the universe is like, okay, enough is enough. Saturn was in retrograde, did his little review. The masculine probably went through some real soul review where they've looked at, you know, what they've created in their life. What do they want to experience? What's been taking them so long? Why are they dragging their feet? Whatever. It's going to be different for every couple. But what I'm seeing here is divine intervention is going to create justice for the Empress, the divine feminine. Okay? And then the next energies is all this hot energy, right? We've got the Knight of Wands, passionate adventure with breakthrough in awareness. And the Two of Wands, planning and decisions. So I do believe that this Tower moment, whatever it represents in each person, is, oh, and look at that. I'll be damned. So I want to show you. I didn't dig, but look, underneath that Page of Cups is the Ace of Cups. Underneath the Ace of Cups is that Knight of Pentacles. Spirit is saying, don't give up. Oh my God, look at this, guys. So I got to show you. So we have Page of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles. That rebalancing, that's like justice energy, right? And then Union. Union energies. And so I'm voting for Kay, man. I hope she's right about all this energy starting in the winter months over here, at least in the Western Hemisphere, or at least within the next couple of months, no matter where you are on the globe. But the Knight of Wands, this is like action. You know, I want to take action. I've had a breakthrough. I'm ready to look at my future, look at our future, plan, make decisions and planning for that future, right? To bring that cup of love. It's still taking its time. There's still a recalibration happening with the Two of Pentacles. You know, it's a process. It's not going to happen like, well, maybe it will, because there's a Tower. I'm not going to say it can't happen. I'm just saying with the Knight of Pentacles, he's been taking his time, but you can count on him. A lot of people get really ticked off when they get that Knight of Pentacles. They're like, oh my God, he is the slowest moving knight in the deck. And we get impatient. But what you don't realize is he is the most reliable knight in the deck. You can count on him. You can trust him. He is dependable, trustworthy, reliable, and he takes his time because he wants to do it right. That Two of Wands, planning and decisions. The Two of Pentacles, rebalancing, recalibrating, transforming. They want to do it right. And so instead of being angsty or angry or giving up or falling out of faith, we need to just kind of be compassionate and patient. And in the meantime, I'm sure there's more work we can do on ourselves so that when, you know, we do get that energy, we can handle it. We need to handle it, right? It's got to be, we got to be able to handle all those triggers. Because I don't know about you guys, but I remember, it's been a long time since I've been in physical contact with my twin, but I remember how I couldn't control myself. It was like, I have a hard time speaking. I can't think clearly. It's like this energy just takes you over, and it's hard, right? It's hard to make good choices. It's hard to hold those boundaries, hold the line, hold them accountable, and make sure that they show up right. And do it with love and patience instead of, you know, Queen of Swords in reverse energy. So now I want to take a look at the Divine Feminine. What does Spirit want to tell us about the Divine Feminine during this full moon in Aries energy? What do we need to know about the Divine Feminine or for the Divine Feminine? Whatever you want to bring out, Spirit, in regards to the Divine Feminine at this time. Ooh. Let me go through one more time. Divine Feminine, please. What would you like to tell the Divine Feminine? Or what would we need to know during the full moon in Aries energy for the Divine Feminine, please, at this time? I knew, man, they were ready to pop. I felt it. Like they were just like gearing up. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Look, guys. Tranquility ahead. Six of Swords energy. Six of Swords. Okay? Don't give up before the miracle happens. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I've been on this journey for 3 years. 3 years. And like every minute of every day, I have longed for. I've gone through so many stages of this twin flame journey. I went through the initiation. I went through the dark night of the soul. I went through the purging. Oh my God, the purging. And the past life recall. And the ancestral clearing. And being shown and divinely guided by Spirit and triggered by my twin to look at my programming, my core belief systems, So this has been a long journey, and I don't know about you guys, but I am not giving up. Oh, look at it, was just 11111 in the counter for how long we've been doing the live. So there you go. It had one extra one. It was 1111 with an extra one. All right, so what we got for, let me just take a look because I want to put them in the order they fell out. Oh my gosh. All right, where's that deck? Where'd I put it? There it is. I want to dig. So we've got the Six of Swords. We've got the Knight of Wands. Again, that Ace of Swords. You guys saw me. I shuffled twice. That Two of Wands. I swear they all just ended up. And then we've got the King of Wands with the Six of Wands. There is an ending for some of us. There's that Five of Cups with the Ten of Swords. That has to happen. Right? There's an ending that's what gets the masculine to the feminine. Is there's an ending for some of them. And that's what's giving them this breakthrough. And this push forward. Clearing that Five of Cups and Ten of Swords energy. Moves them into this Six of Swords energy. So that's kind of a validation of what we just talked about. All right, so for the feminines, and I don't believe this is what we're going through. It can be, but I think what Spirit's telling us is, you know, that this King of Swords, quick wit and intellect, with the Tower. I believe what Spirit's trying to say is that whatever this Tower, this divine intervention, it's actually showing the masculine. He's like having that aha moment. That Ace of Swords, breakthrough and awareness, right? It's like, I don't want to be cruel, but, you know, and it's like, what's the opposite of quick wit? We have dim wit, right? And so an unawakened twin, whether it's masculine or feminine, because it happens with both, but the unawakened twin, they're kind of a dimwit, not because they're stupid, just because they're not awakened. They don't get it. They don't understand. They haven't had that awareness, right? And I think that this divine intervention is what's happening. It's giving this masculine this awareness, this aha moment. And, you know, the Ten of Wands is next. And it comes with that death and transformation, right? So they're going through a huge transformation. I believe what's causing a lot of this is the draw. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I feel the draw so strongly. Not as strong as I used to, because I've done a lot of codependency work, right? But this Ten of Wands, this is, you know, anything in the masculine or feminine, because it can be either one, but, you know, I mostly feel that it's the masculines that are awakening at this time. It's that moth drawn to the flame that is creating all this burden. They're looking at their life and they're like, how did I get here? Right? What is this all about? And it's a light bulb. What happens when a light bulb goes off? It's an aha moment, right? It's like, wow, I finally get it. It's like now they're starting to understand the reason why they've been so drawn to us is it's a spiritual thing. I don't think they knew before. I really don't. I think they were like, well, what the hell is this all about? And now they're starting to awaken and understand that this is a transformation that is spiritual. It's a spiritual connection, right? Because they've gone within. We've got the Hermit next. Soul searching. And this isn't just the masculine. I believe the feminines already went through this. Most of us. There are still some feminines struggling, right? But look at what happens when they go within, when they soul search, when they start, you know, the Hermit is all about The hermit goes to the mountain to talk to God, the universe, source, about a devil, right? About all the things in their life that they just don't understand, things that they need clarity on, soul searching. And instead of looking for answers out in the world, they're finally spiritually seeking, going within, right? And what's that going to create in the future? It's going to create this magician with the 10 of Pentacles. This is ultimate achievement. It's grounding this into the 3D. This is grounding this into physicality, right? And I believe if you go watch the collaboration I did with Julene, she talked about Venus is going to be going into the sign of Capricorn and staying for 3 months. 3 months. And in Capricorn, it's all about, you know, she wants to ground things into that earth energy, that physical energy. And I believe Julene put it, you know, she's not messing around anymore. She wants to see action. She wants to see physicality. And so you can go watch that to get her exact quote on it. But I believe the feminines right now are kind of being shown. It's almost like looking through the looking glass, right? Spirit allows us peeks every now and then into the energies so that we can recalibrate and bring ourselves back to ourself, focus on our own struggles. And look at that. So this wanted to peek out at me too, the star. Universal alignment. We can't come together until we are a vibrational match. And if we are willing to lower our vibration through pride or resentment or just impatience, then we are not going to find vibrational alignment at all. Or we might, but it's not going to be union. It's going to be more triggers. It's going to be more mirroring. It's going to be more pain. And so we want to see this 10 of Pentacles. And we want to see it in our backyard, in our home, in our union energy, not with a karmic, not anywhere else, right? So that's for the twin flames. I'm going to get here some oracles, and then we're going to go over to the star seeds. Star seeds is always quick and easy. So if you guys, we've had a really good feed here. If anybody wants to send a $15 super chat to get an energy check-in, I think we can handle it. So hopefully it'll show up on my screen because I've been seeing your comments, but they come up briefly and then they disappear. So I'm going to keep a close eye. If you would like your own twin flame energy check-in, or if you're not a twin and you just want an energy check-in, if you want to know about your job, anything, you can ask one question, and I will go into it, you know, not super deep, but deep enough that it's definitely going to be worth your super chat, okay? So let's take a look at the messages of love, oracles by All Things Intuitive. Spirit, what would you like to advise my viewers at this time on their twin flame journey? What advice would you like to give my viewers during the full moon in Aries energy for twins at this time? Okay, I want to go through one more time, please, Spirit. I knew there was more. I felt it. All right. So we have on the bottom of the deck, it says addiction. And addiction is affecting this relationship. Now, addiction can be to anything. It can be food, can be drugs, can be alcohol, can be codependency. And I personally do a lot of private readings for twin flames. And I would say the biggest block in most twin flame energy is the codependence, not just upon our twin, but period. Like it's the whole programming. It's the distorted feminine, distorted masculine energies where we are constantly being programmed by the matrix and by whatever to chase the elusive dream, right? We're always being fed the next best thing, the next entertainment, the next whatever, and we become addicted to constant gratification. And so awakening out of the matrix and on an ascension journey, a lot of the shadow work is around abandonment wounds and addictions. And they can be all different kinds of addiction, but I would say the number one obstacle for twin flames is codependency out in the world, right? Dependent on our job, dependent on karmics, dependent on our parents' teachings, you know, you got to be this, you got to be that, expectations. And it's always wanting something that really doesn't fulfill us for the long haul. It only fulfills us for a brief time, and then we're on to the next best thing, the next bigger thing, the bigger thrill. And so I do believe that in the twin flame journey, that is the biggest hurdle amongst your childhood, inner child healing, right? So where do I want to go next, Spirit? So we have healing, old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. What did I just say? Inner child healing, okay? We have self-care, clear your energy field and focus on your self before acting. I was trying to read backwards. And all of that's been, like, that's a theme, guys. That's huge. Huge, huge, huge. You're not done until all of that has been faced, has come up to the surface, has been triggered, has been cleared. We have retreat, time apart, or I'm sorry, not apart, time alone or in nature will help you recharge, right? Meditate, contemplate, hermit energy, go within. And then we have vulnerability. You can be completely vulnerable. Oh, Beck, thank you, darling. I will. I'm going to write your name down right now. Okay, so you can be completely open with this person. Spirit's saying it's time to take that damn mask off. And it's time to be authentic. It's time to be our true selves, right? Which came out in the collective reading. So vulnerability. It's time to have that conversation. If your twin reaches out, it's time. It's big time. And then we have second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. So don't give up before the miracle happens. Transformation is absolutely happening. It came out how many times for the masculine, for the feminine, in the collective, and here in the twin flame on both sides and in the collective, right? All right, so let's get romance angels for the twin flames, please. Spirit, what would you like to tell the twins at this time, the viewers, about their twin flame journey? What do they need to know during the full moon in Aries energy? What is the highest and best message for the twins at this time? So we only got 2 cards, and I felt like that was what we needed to do. So we have, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And you had that light card. It's all about energy and frequency, guys. You've got to be in that highest and best energy alignment. Then we have, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then we have getting to know each other. As you reveal, again, you had that vulnerability. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay? And like, I read someplace on Facebook in one of the memes, and it really touched me. It was like, you know, if somebody works really, really hard to change and transform themselves, to become a whole new person, then we need to give them an opportunity to reintroduce themselves to us and to get to know the new them and stop judging them and holding them accountable for the old them, right? And so I do believe that there is a union window coming for some of us, those of us that really are setting our intentions and not giving up and having faith. And, you know, so many times I see in the comments, not just my comments, but other videos too, where the divine feminines are saying, well, he hurt me, he did this, he did that, and he can't come back. I don't want him, I'm done, I'm not concerned with the twin flame stuff, I've given up. Listen, as you reap, so shall you sow. Or as you sow, so shall you reap. Sorry, had that one backwards, didn't I? But yeah, it's really, really important that if you don't want to get stuck in new karmic cycles, because all you're going to do is manifest a new soulmate, probably a karmic soulmate. You're going to get triggered. You're going to constantly get hammered. You know, I did for 20 years, guys, 20 years. Thank you, Francine. For 20 years. Now, Francine, I think I saw that you wanted to know about a job, but you're going to have to post your question when I'm ready. I'll ask you, and you need to post it when I ask so that I can see what you want. And Beck, you too, I think you want an energy check-in probably for twin, but hold off until I'm done with my cards, and then I'm going to need you. Okay, so you do want to know about your job opportunity. I'll write that down. What you do for a living is so fascinating to me. I can't imagine why you're having a hard time finding work, because like I'd hire you in a skinny minute. All right, so yes, it's safe for you to love. You're going to have to give them, you're going to have to get to know the new them, because honestly, I don't know about you guys, but although me and my twin do have connection, we do text briefly, maybe once or twice a month, sometimes we go longer without connecting. But when I do, I see the progress. I really do, and I feel the progress, and it's slow and steady wins the race. And I know that I have completely changed, and he does not know me at all, other than the few little conversations we've had through texts. He really doesn't know who I've become or what I've done with myself, and I'm not the same person. And so I don't want him judging me by the old me that he knew back when I was young, dumb, and stupid, and impetuous, and broken, and codependent, and needy, and victimized. I don't know. I'm not that person anymore. And I want him to get to know the new me, the new, better, higher version of me. And so I can't expect him to be patient enough to get to know me if I'm not going to be willing to do that for him. So, you know, I'm not going to tell you guys what to do. If you're ready to walk away from the twin flame journey, by all means, you know, you can try. My guess is you'll still be on the journey. It'll just not be the way. It's like going to you're headed to the same outcome, but you're taking a whole different path. And that path is going to take you farther away from the easiest path, which isn't easy at all. It's not. And it probably triggers people, because it triggers me just saying that. But if you were an eagle looking down, you would see two people on separate paths heading to the same destination. And you see us, you know, going off on these little excursions and these little karmic jaunts and these lessons that must be learned. And yet, you know, that eagle must be smiling, like Source is up there just smiling down on us, saying, you might think that you're running away, but once you become the runner, it's more about lessons. You're still on the twin flame journey, I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't swear to it, but I'm pretty sure. All right, so now I want to do the light workers, and I do have specific decks, and these are just oracles, guys. I am not drawing tarot. I'm going to use the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck that Stephanie donated. She's donated so many things to this channel. You guys, you just don't even know how generous she has been to us over here. I use everything. The only things I haven't used yet is the Herbal Tarot, because it came with a book, and and this one too. She sent this one. Because they come with books, and I really want to learn them. I want to know them inside and out. Oops, I had it upside down. Before I use them, because they're alchemical. It's important that I know the deck and I know the stories, right? All right, so we're doing Beyond Lemuria, and I'm using another deck that Stephanie sent us. This is the something affirmations deck. I don't have the box out here. Collective affirmation deck, I think it's called. And I want to use, of course, our Starseed. I don't remember the name of them, but you guys are familiar. Yes, I saw that, Francine. I saw that. I wrote you down. And I'm going to get to that as soon as we do the light workers. Ground crews. So there are so many titles for those of us that are old souls that came here. It's the twin flames. It's the light workers. It's the star seeds and indigo children. And I just call us all the ground crew, right? Ground crew. So we're going to take a look at what advice does Spirit have for those of us who are here on a spiritual journey to actually help the collective to awaken and ascend, to heal the planet, to heal the collective, and to create the 5D experience, the heaven on earth experience that is prophesied, right? All right, what advice, Spirit, do you have for the light workers at this time? This deck is way too big for me to shuffle, so I'm just drawing 4 cards. And then I'm going to read those, and then we're going to use the other 2 decks. And then I'm going to do the energy check-ins. If there's anybody else that would like an energy check-in, now's the time for you to request it. So we have deep replenishment, rest, retreat, and be held. Okay. This is so important, guys. I don't know about you guys, but like for the longest time, I couldn't nap. I just couldn't. My mind wouldn't let me nap. I was busy all the time, chasing that elusive dream, doing my shadow work. I never had a moment that I wasn't busy. Even if I sat all day, I was studying, I was praying, I was meditating, I was working, right? And just recently, I'm telling you, I have been sleeping so deeply. I've been dreaming again, super, super weird, like other timeline. It's like I'm closing out other timelines or something. But I've been dreaming heavily, and I've been sleeping in. Well, I've been up late, but I sleep. Like I ask myself, if I wake up because I have to use the bathroom, now I can do this because I'm self-employed, right? I work on my time card. But if I wake up, Jesse's at school, I ask my body, are you rested? Do you need more sleep? And I've been sleeping, and it's been wonderful sleep. I don't know if maybe it's because the weather's a little cooler, but for me, it's a thing. So rest, and so it's deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. Remember, the theme of this full moon in Aries is recalibration of self, right? Focusing on ourselves, not in the Virgo energy of servitude, but in the energy of Aries, right? It's like me. This is about me for now. It's, you know, it's not going to last forever because we are here to serve. But it's time for us to replenish our energy, fill our own cup. So we have, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So true north is, okay, so I've been calling you Stephanie, I'm sorry. Francine. So you're already doing it. A lot of us are worried. I sometimes get worried. I'm like, am I even on this journey right? Am I doing what I'm supposed to do? Should I be triggered more? Should I be wailing and crying and purging more? Where am I, right? And Spirit's like, listen, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your truth north. And remember that we come in with a plan. Our astrological birth chart, if you haven't ever had one done, and Julene doesn't just do your birth chart. I mean, you can do that on a free app. She literally channels for you your soul mission, you know, what you're here to accomplish, what you're here to heal. And so, you know, your north node. Yes, Francine, I got it, honey. Can you hear me? Because I've told you a couple times now, and I don't know if you've heard me, but I did get it. And as soon as I'm done channeling for the light workers, I will do an energy check-in. Beck goes first. She did it first, and then I'll do yours. Okay, so you're already doing it. Face your true north. Your north node tells you an awful lot about what you're here. Well, I mean, it doesn't tell you everything, but it does tell you a big chunk about what you're here to accomplish, what you're here to learn, what you want to master in this lifetime. So face your true north. Trust your inner knowing. So we have Earth, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. And I have to tell you guys, before my awakening, I was human. I mean, I was like everybody else. I had no problem being a human, other than the fact I was a medium. That was kind of, you know, I was always different. I won't say I wasn't different, because I was. And I did have a hard time fitting in because of those differences. But I wasn't real spiritual. I was more religious. And so, you know, this is all about during the awakening, because look, she's sitting in like an egg, right? This is all about being starseeds, we were planted here, we came here. And hi, Amber. So the next card is Cracked Open, Rock Bottom, Surrendered to the Alchemy of Life. So if you've been resisting your purge, if you've been holding back all those fears and not wanting to face them and not wanting to purge, not wanting to allow this whole journey to just crack you wide open, this is a message for some of you. I'm pretty sure I've done this. I probably could do it a few more times. You know, when we get triggered, we have to do it again, right? We have to figure out, why was I triggered? Triggers are warnings. It tells us that there's more to be done and more to be looked at, more to be given a voice, right? To be heard, cleared. And so allow yourself, when you hit that rock bottom, you are here to absolutely be the phoenix, right? It's like you burn away the old version, you hit that rock bottom and you ascend. That's what it's all about. You know, you got to have the defrag, and then you've got to recalibrate. And that's what this full moon, you know, that was the key terms that Spirit channeled for me. Bottom of the deck was the lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Guys, I don't know about you, but I have had so many new gifts. So I was always a medium. That's what I did. I could talk to dead people. I could see dead people when they showed themselves, right? And so that was kind of my gig. And then I started using the Osho Zen Tarot. Why are we not charging? So guys, I don't know. Oh, there it goes. I think. Let me double check. I don't want my phone to die. Hold on. I'm going to move this up here. See if there we go. Hopefully. All right, so okay, where was I? I was channeling. Oh, gifts. So I had a lot of new gifts come in. I began to be able to, literally, if you've ever read the book Conversations with God, do I remember his name? I don't remember his name, but if you Google it, you'll find it. And so he began to channel. Okay. I don't know what's, yeah. So anyhow, Francine, honey, I know what you want, and I'm going to get to it. I'm thinking that maybe she's having a hard time hearing me. So anyhow, my new gifts were I can directly channel. Like I can ask a question in my head and boom, get an answer. And for the first, and I think I might have been able to do that before, but I didn't trust it. And so I always just thought that it was my ego or it was my craziness or whatever. And so, you know, I began to be able to really channel. Like I can ask direct questions and pretty much get direct answers. And I can do automatic writing. And I've been kind of channeling light language, which is new for me. And it makes me feel silly. My ego self has a hard time with light language because it sounds a lot like speaking in the tongues, which is something I kind of had a traumatic experience with as a child. So I'm not sure where I'm headed with that, but I have been channeling light language and I've been speaking it, and usually during deep meditation when I'm doing chakra healing on myself, I just start channeling it. And I do believe that's the next phase of my gifts. Once I feel comfortable with it, I might actually be channeling light language on the channel here. And so, you know, I'm going to trust that up to the universe and see where that goes. But our gifts, if you've been getting new gifts, if you've been like noticing that you're able to do things you couldn't do before, or you're seeing things you couldn't see before, or you're feeling energies that you never felt before, these are all gifts, and those gifts are imperative to your soul's mission here during this awakening. And so lean into those, right? And if you're being called to study something, remember we had that look in a book. If you're being called to study something or learn something, follow that inner guidance, because that's huge, guys. It's huge. And just like with the light language, it's not always easy to trust ourselves. We think we're a little loca, right? We think we're a little crazy. And so sometimes it takes a little while before we're willing to be vulnerable enough to share those gifts with other people. But yes. So, okay, let's go here. I want to get one card for the twin, or for the light workers, please. Guidance for the light workers. There it is. All right. Bottom of the deck is worthy. Now, I know with this telephone, you may not be able to, or cell phone. See, there's the old me coming out. With the cell phone, yes, thank you. This is a wonderful deck. I use it all the time. I swear, all the time. Almost every reading. So anyhow, on the bottom of the deck, it says, worthy. You, my dear, are enough. You are enough for your most daring of hopes. You are enough for your deepest of desires. You are enough for the purest of love. And you have enough strength to conquer your darkest fears. You, my love, are enough. For abundance beyond measure, in being created, you are by default worthy of the life of your wildest dreams. Yeah, no, this is not the Lemurian, but we're going to do the Lemurian in just a second. So, oh, look, we got the masculine. So we are taught for so long. So we're talking about our inner masculine here, okay? This is the light workers. It could be directed at the divine masculine too. If you're a divine masculine, you're watching, you might want to take it to heart. But I do know that we all have masculine and feminine energies inside of us. And so this is probably a message of where we need to pay attention to our own inner masculine energy. So it says, we are taught for so long that the only way to be is to succeed, to achieve, to drive, push, push, pull, pull, do, do. And there's nothing wrong with this, of course. But what we're not taught is that the masculine drive that is innate within all of us was meant to be balanced by its feminine counterpart, so that in the midst of it all, succeeding, achieving, and doing, there is feeling and there is being. Okay, so and I want to add intuition, all of the feminine aspects of the higher, the crown, the third eye, the throat chakra, the heart chakra. So that is your message with that. Hold on. I want a different rubber band. That one was kind of breaking. And now we're going to do the Beyond Lemuria. Okay, I love this. This is the pocket edition.
Hey,
and
that comes overpowered.
Jesse, be quiet. So this particular deck, they didn't trim it very well. So some of the titles at the top are off, misaligned. But I can read them. Hold on. Jesse, you're too loud. Sorry, he's got his headset on. Okay, let's get the light workers some advice from the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. Okay, we got 2 in the bottom of the deck. So the bottom of the deck says High Heart Chakra, Ecstatic Bliss. So it says this card taps into the blissful oneness we feel as we drop our edges and protective containers. This is the place where we feel held and seen, and we did have that. Oops. Sorry. Screwed my camera up. So we did have that rest and be held. Deep replenishment. So it says, this is the place where we feel held and seen, enough to flow into oneness, where the eternal part of me meets the eternal part of you. This is the selfless state where our higher selves commune, for illuminating perspective on how we share, gift, and lift others in our joyful overflow. Consider your life purpose by exploring what allows you to give and receive in joy. All right, and we got 2 other cards that came out. We have Beyond the Mind. And I don't know if my friend, the Cosmic One, I can't remember what she calls herself, is still in the chat room. But it's funny because she talks about ecstaticism and you are not the mind, you are not the body. And so it's like Spirit's kind of confirming that here. So we have Beyond the Mind. The mind moves us through the logistics of life so we can function in the world. However, endless mental chatter, self-doubt, limiting stories, and subconscious programs can keep us in our suffering. Step outside mind-based limitations. Looking at things in an overly logical way will hinder you and obstruct access to your superpowers. The past may be running you and making your mind spin so you cannot see what is really in front of you. Consider what your heart and your gut are telling you. What would the situation at hand feel like if you released all fears and worries? Are these concerns even yours? Shut down, Jess. It's bedtime. You're being too loud. Take one earplug off so you can hear your voice. All right, the last one is harmonic flight. This powerful image represents, so I wanted to show you the images too, because they're beautiful. So the first one was this. This was that, no, it wasn't. This one was. High heart chakra. Look at that beautiful, beautiful artwork. And then the beyond the mind. Look at that. So gorgeous. Okay, and then this one, I'll show you the artwork and then I'll read it. Look, this looks like divine masculine, divine feminine artwork. It says harmonic flight. This powerful image represents the divine we see when we look deeply into the eyes of another and our armor drops. When we meet another being present in the moment with no stories, no judgments, or insecurities. When we harmonize our energies with another, we can soar to the sky. We can guide each other higher and higher by encouraging all that has been weighing us down to drop away. The bonds you share give you the power to transmute fear. Put time and awareness into resolving karmic connections, or they will continue to play out. There may also be a life-changing connection on your horizon. So that kind of feels twinny to me for those of you that resonate with the twin flame. A harmonic, life-changing connection is on the horizon. And it says, put time and awareness into resolving karmic connections. So if you've been stuck in a karmic connection, or your person's been stuck in a karmic connection, you know, when we release those, we create sacred space for our divine counterpart and soul tribe too to come in. All right, so that is the end of our readings tonight. I would like Beck and Francine to please stay in the room so I can do your energy check-ins. The rest of you, thank you for attending. If you would like an energy check-in, you can send a super chat now. But I would like to start with Beck. Beck, are you still in the room? Could you please tell me what your question is? You said energy check-in. I saw that. But I wanted to know, do you mean personal or ascension or twin flame? What energies do you want me to check into? Or do you just want me to, you know, what do you want to know? Are you still with me, Beck? I'm going to drink my tea and give you a second. Just a personal, please. Okay. So I'm not going to use the twin flame deck. I am going to use... What do I want to use? Well, I don't see it. I was going to use the Osho Zen deck. Let me see. There it is. So let me use the Osho Zen and I'll clarify with the Rider-Waite. All right, Spirit. We would like to tap into Beck's energy, personal energy. What messages do you have for her or advice do you have for her in this current time in her personal life, please? Our candles just burned out, and together, both of them went out at the same time. For Beck, please, Spirit. Calling in Beck's team, my team. Oh, okay. All right. You got a lot of cards. Ooh, bottom of the deck is the Death card. Transformation. girl. So I don't know what's going on with you, and you don't have to share in the chat room. But I do see a huge, huge shift in your energy coming, okay? Transformation. And with that, we have the Six of Swords. In this deck, it's called the Burden, okay? I read these intuitively. So I do believe that there is something that you've been struggling with, you know, whether it's finances or personal relationships. But what I see in this deck is somebody who is, yeah, you're a Scorpio. There you go, showing up in your own reading. So what I'm seeing is somebody that's literally carrying somebody else right on their shoulders. And on top of that is a rooster. So I don't know if there's, you know, a significant friend or relationship, or could be, you know, your children, could be a co-worker. But there is definitely you heavily burdened by other people taking advantage of you, okay? So this, if you're feeling this, and if you're not, then be aware it could be on the horizon, okay? It could be what Spirit wants you to know might be coming in if it's not, if you're not already experiencing it. So be careful that you have nice, healthy boundaries, and you don't take off. You know, my daddy used to always say, never bite off more than you can chew, right? And mind yourself. Remember the, I don't know if you watched the collaboration where I did the channeled message, but the key phrases for this full moon in Aries is to pull our energy back away from all those other external people, external situations, and to recalibrate ourselves, to rest and be held to replenish, deep replenishment. And to, you know, it's self-love, self-care, and self-empowerment too. If you're facing anything with anybody, or if this shows up for you in the next, 20 days, then you're going to want to have those healthy boundaries. You're going to want to not bite off more than you can chew. Okay? So we're going to take a look at that. And then, so you got a lot of cards here. Pardon me. So we do have, so we're going to get the, because they come out in a glob, so I don't know, you know, what order they're in. So we're looking at energies. And so I'm going to get like the negative ones, the harsher energies out of the way first, and then we're going to take a look at the really good energies, because you have those too. Okay, so you've got the 5 and 6 of Cups. Okay, in this deck we have the Dream. That's the 6 of Cups. You know, that could be you feeling very connected to your counterpart, missing them, you know, reflecting on the past, revisiting old wounds. And like I said, if this hasn't happened, if it's not currently happening, then this moon could trigger you, right, in this energy of missing, longing for something that has already happened, that you're kind of reminiscing or reminiscing, whatever, you know what I mean, ruminating and reminiscing about. Okay, so clinging to the past, and it does look like the past might have to do with something romantic in nature, okay? A soulmate, a soul connection. It could be past loves. It could be a current love that you haven't seen in a while, okay? But the good news, okay, so what else do we have here? We want to take a look at this Five of Swords. Oh, we've got a person in the chat room preaching to us. It's all right. Maybe they'll learn something. Okay, so we have comparison. Okay, this is the 5 of Swords. Now, I read these intuitively. I don't read them necessarily the way the tarot does. But the energy I always get from this is nobody is ever better than the other. We tend to look at other people, other people's lives, other situations, and we tend to think, you know, why can't I have that? Why don't I have that? And so, you know, the read, which is, you know, super, super utilized. I mean, you can make clothing, you can make, you know, shelter, you can make musical instrument, and there's so many things that you can do with bamboo. It's just crazy. You can build furniture. Okay, and then you've got the mighty oak here, right? The mighty oak. And so the mighty oak is strong, and it survives, and it's beautiful. All right, but it's not one is better than the other. It just means that sometimes we need to recognize our own self-worth, our own magic, right? God makes magic in the middle of everything. Everything has its own divine blueprint. And so if you've been struggling at all, feeling burdened, feeling sad, feeling weighed down in any way, then, you know, I've got a lot of good news. It's going to change, okay? We have patience. We have patience and transformation. So Seven of Pentacles, that's, you know, the waxing and waning, something, you're giving birth to something, something's coming in for you. There's so much potential here. You're going to get your harvest. Things are coming, but it's going to take a little time to transform. There's just, you know, a little bit of time. Then we have so much new energy coming in. This is crazy. Okay, so you got the Page of Cups. So it kind of feels like it could be a relationship reading for you, Beck, even though you asked for personal. Apply it anywhere that it fits in your life, but it's feeling a little bit relationship geared, okay? But it could be work, it could be your childhood, it could be anything. But we have the Page of Cups. It says understanding, okay? So this is really, when I read this intuitively, again, we go back to this comparison, right? Here's this beautiful dove who is in a comfort zone, okay? It's not caged. The door is wide open, but it has found a place that feels safe, feels comfortable. And you may be noticing that there's a lot going on out there outside of your comfort zone. And if you're not noticing it, Spirit wants you to focus your attention on it, because if you stay in your comfort zone, yes, you're safe, but you're denying yourself beautiful experiences, right? And so if there's any fear or loss or regret that you've really been, you know, triggered in during this full moon, and if it doesn't come in right now, it may, because the full moon energy goes all the way until what the new moon is on. Oh my God, I can't even read with these glasses. I need new ones. We're at the full moon. And then the new moon is on the 4th of November. So these energies can last that long. Okay, so if you haven't felt them yet and they come in for you, go back and rewatch this reading, because it looks to me like you might be waiting on some communication. You might be waiting for, you might be feeling burdened and not good enough because things didn't come together the way you wanted them to. But look at this beautiful energy. Oh my God. If you can clear that from your energetic field, if you can kind of place your focus and attention on stepping outside of your comfort zone and really see the beauty in your own life, in your own energy. If you can see the beauty in your own template, in your own journey, in your own blueprint. I keep hearing blueprint. I don't know what the heck's going on with you, Beck. But look at this. We've got the Knight of Wands, which comes in as intensity. It's like focus. If you can take your mind and redirect it from the past into the now moment and focus your attention and awareness on getting out of this energy of feeling like withholding. I feel like you feel like the universe could be withholding, or a person or a situation is withholding. Look at this. You've got the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Fool card. Okay? So in this deck, the Queen of Wands is called sharing. But when I look at this card, okay, so we had, there it is. We had the Seven of Pentacles, right? The Seven of Pentacles is all about abundance. It's about reaping what you sow. It's about obtaining and having all of those blessings that are yours. I mean, you manifested them. You've been working on them. You've been investing in them. And so then your abundance comes in. I mean, look at her. She's so abundant. She has, I'm hearing the mantra, I have everything I need and plenty to share. Everything I need and plenty to share. And then we have this focused attention. Now, this could be somebody you've been waiting for, comes charging in. Or this could be your own energy where you're just, you kind of get your wind again. You catch your wind. You get some wind beneath your sails. And you're ready to charge forward. This is kind of Aries energy, right? This is that solar plexus push. And then we have the Fool. Brand new beginnings, okay? So I want to clarify. I'm gonna clarify for you. I don't want to clarify the burden because we're in a public forum, and whatever your burdens are, they're yours. You know what they are. Whatever your past is, you know what this is, right? You know what you long for, what you're missing, what you feel has been withheld from you. Okay? What I want to look at is I want to look at this Fool's card. And I'm going to look at the good cards. We're going to clarify this Page of Cups, because that could absolutely be communication. I mean, you could get communication, you could get an apology, you could get a text, you could get forward movement. Let's just clarify. All right, Spirit, Beck's energy, we're going to clarify the Page of Cups, please, for Beck. Clarify Page of Cups. Six of Swords. See, things are going to get better. They're going to move forward. You're going to see better days, better times. Something's opening up and transforming for you, right? Leading you out of, maybe you're just blue. I don't know. I was blue like a week ago. I had a purge, and I don't know where it came from. Kind of came out of nowhere. So this Knight of Wands, what does the Knight of Wands represent for Beck? We've got the Star. So this is healing. This, it's kind of what I channeled. It's like you refocus your attention. Eye on the prize. My wishes, right? What I want, what I'm manifesting, what I'm going for. There's a healing coming, transforming. It's coming. It's not. You may not experience it right away, but this is like energy that I'm setting my intentions for this lunar cycle. All right, what is the Queen of Wands for Beck, please? Queen of Wands for Beck. Ooh, see? Something that was painful, probably from the past. An ending. It can be anything. Maybe it's, I want to clarify it again because I don't think it's over. What is the Ten of Swords, please, for Beck? What is the Ten of Swords?
Oh, there's no
What is the Ten of Swords? Okay. So, the bottom of the deck is the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? I think you've been waiting for something or someone. And so I think your advice is you're supposed to recalibrate self-energy, right? The Queen of Wands is confident, magnetic, beautiful, and she's prosperous, and she's living kind of her highest and best life, right? Fiery life. I mean, you've got the Empress on the bottom of the deck, right? But I think that there might have been something you thought was over, or something you're trying to decide if you should end it or work on it. Should I end it? Look at right in between the two. It's like you, or it could be somebody that you're dealing with, but somebody is trying to decide, is this over? Or are we going to collaborate and come back together and really work on this and build this together? Okay? So, you know, with the Three of Pentacles, this could be a job. I'm going to let you place these cards in your life where you feel like they most fit. But it looks like you or somebody else is really facing a decision here on whether or not they want to end something or continue building it. With the Fool card, so now I'm going to go to the Fool card because I believe what Spirit's trying to tell you is that this is your destiny, right? You're going to have whatever it is that you're feeling like is being held from you. It's coming. It's part of, it's divine timing. It's the Wheel of Fortune. It's yours to create, right? She's the creator. So in the tarot, she is the Queen of the Queens. Okay, the Queen of all the queens. And the Emperor is the King of all the kings. You have to become the Queen of the Queens to be the Empress. And that takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of shadow work. It takes a lot of dedication. And you have to push yourself out of your comfort zone and really, really focus your attention on your dreams. What are you manifesting? What are you wanting? And so there is a choice on the table here. A choice between ending something or continuing to work on something. And so I'm going to clarify, please, Spirit, the Fool card for Beck. So Spirit's clear advice, if this is your decision to make, is don't give up. You might be tired, worn down, feeling like you're battle weary, but Spirit's saying your healing might be intense, and it may not be easy, but don't give up. Don't give up. Clarify, because a new beginning's on the horizon. I mean, the Fool card, brand new, bright energy. What is the Fool card, please? I told you it felt like a love reading. The Fool card, brand new. Whether you're manifesting a new love or you've been in separation from your divine love, if you've been sitting on the fence, if they've been sitting on the fence, because it is the Lovers is the choice, right? Don't give up. Don't, make sure you choose wisely. I mean, you have free will, right? And you are facing a decision here between giving up. Where's that card? Giving up, ending something, or continuing to work on it. And so the Fool is what Spirit says is coming, and it's clarified by the Lovers. Okay, so does that resonate with you, Beck? Could you place that in its proper space in your life at this time? And I would like to get you an oracle, but I'm not sure if this is romance for you. Let me know so I know which oracle. You need to be quiet, Jess. Which oracle to use. If this is like business, I mean, the oracle will... How about this? I'm going to get you a postcard from Spirit, because I don't want to call you out in public, whatever it is you're working on. All right, Spirit, we would like a postcard from you, the Divine and Spirit Guides, Beck's team on what she needs to hear at this time in her life. There it is. All right. Postcard from Spirit. It says, Dearest you, isn't it amazing how things seem to come around again? So if you're waiting for something or someone, listen carefully. Isn't it amazing how things seem to come around again, full circle, in ways you could not possibly have planned? You wonder how a dream could die only to be resurrected. There's that death card. Years later, when you're really, truly ready, you thought it was time back then, but your wisdom knows better than your small self, whose desires are unmet. Now here you are with a new opportunity to do things from a different, more mature perspective. We want you to trust that in this new opportunity for rebirth, you had rebirth. You will be called in two directions. There's that choice. Holy crap. You will be called in two directions, and the one that is unfamiliar will be the right one. In the unknown spaces, the uncharted places of infinite potential, right? That bird sitting there wanting to fly, but not sure, right? There's infinite potential outside of that comfort zone. Spirit says, we are waiting to guide you into your fullest life. Big bounty will come in if you remain in the present. You have come full circle, and now you can see that everything changes, is made new, the full, and is given new hope. Holy crap, this was really, really a good pull for you. So whatever it is you're trying to decide, Spirit's saying, take that leap of faith into the unknown. Trust your inner knowing, and choose what is best for you, your highest and best. Okay, so Beck, I love you. I hope that resonated, and you are so welcome. And I'm going to move on now to Francine. Francine, are you still in the chat room, darling? We're going to take a look at the potential for your job opportunity. I'm excited for you. You're welcome, Beck. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Your name is going to go into the gratitude drawing, so won't Francine's. She's in there, gosh, 4 times already. I am so grateful, Francine, for all of the... Yeah, I love these postcards, I'm telling you. They always hit me. Right there. And they seem to really sew up the reading, like confirm what was channeled. All right, so Francine. Okay, we're going to clear Beck's energy out of the deck. We're going to take a look at... Do I want to use this deck? I don't think I want to use this deck. I think I'm going to use the Rider-Waite. We're going to use reversals for you, Francine, just to get a real true read on any obstacles or blocks in the energy for this new job opportunity. For Beck, please. New job opportunity for Beck. Or not Beck, I'm sorry, Claire. For Francine. New job opportunity for Francine, please. Spirit. Calling in all of Francine's guides and Spirit team. Calling in all of my guides and Spirit team to deliver clear, concise messages to Francine in regards to her job opportunity. All right. I'm going to cut the deck, and we're going to see what the energies look like. Oh, bottom of the deck is the Star. That's really good news, okay? That is like wish fulfillment. That's alignment. That's universal alignment, right? But we got the Nine of Swords under it. Don't worry, don't fret. It's actually in reverse. So Spirit's saying, you know, release any anxiety or fear that you might have, because remember, where we place our focus and attention is what we're creating. So you want to make sure that you're focusing on visualizing, getting the call, visualizing how happy you'll feel when, you know, they tell you you're hired. It's all about, when the star comes up, it's all about focusing on your star, your wish, your alignment. All right, so tell me, Spirit, about the potential for Stephanie to get hired at this job that she has on her heart and mind at this current time. What is the potential of Stephanie getting accepted for this position? Remember, focus your attention on the having, not the not having. Because I did see, oh, look at the bottom of the deck is the Six of Wands. But it did come with a little warning. I saw the Five of Pentacles peek out at me. What is the potential of Stephanie getting accepted for this job that she's currently hoping to hear news on, Spirit? What is the potential of Steph getting, or Francine getting this job? Okay, so, oh look, we've got the Three of Cups on the bottom. That's celebrating. There's a very strong message here, Francine, for you to really clean up your energy. You need to really focus your attention and intentions on the positive, on having, on achieving, on getting, on being worthy, being chosen, being good enough. Because what I'm seeing with the cards that have peeked at me, with the Five of Pentacles, the Star card, the Nine of Swords, okay, and now we've got the Eight of Swords with the World card, and then we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So if you're focusing on being stuck and anxious, or you know, it feels to me like you're worried about the unknown, right? You're worried about what you can't see. You're worried about the future. You're worried about not being able to move, not being able, because this is a movement card. This is a movement card. Okay, the World can literally mean travel. The Eight of Wands can mean travel. The Eight of Swords is, I ain't going anywhere. I'm stuck and stinking thinking. So with the Eight of Wands in reverse, I feel like the block, because the reversals are the blocks. So you had the Nine of Swords in reverse, and you have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So it's where you're placing your focus and attention in your thoughts, your inner dialogue, that is the block. If you can turn those thoughts around to literally seeing yourself succeed, knowing that it's coming, understanding that, you know, you're always divinely provided for and cared for. I know your story. I know you've gone through a lot of loss in your life, and it's really hard for us to have faith in the unknown when we've experienced an awful lot of letdowns, a lot of obstacles and defeat. So you really, really are being given a strong message that you could get the call, you could make the move. The only thing that's really blocking you is your own alignment, your own vibrational frequency of having it. See, there's such potential here. And look at, I shuffled, so let me show you the bottom of the deck. Even after shuffling, we have the Three of Cups. This is celebration, right? This is happiness. This is success. You had that Six of Wands too. Okay, but now we've got the Three of Cups, the Nine of Swords again in reverse, and we have that Star card. You've got to place your focus on the star, not on what you don't have. You've got to focus on celebrating. You got to feel it. Remember how we manifest is first we got to visualize it. We've got to create it in our minds. Then we got to marry it with the joy, the happiness, the feeling as if we already have it. It's already there. It's not, I'll believe it when I see it. It's, I see it the moment I believe it, right? So you got to step into that happy, joyous feeling of, I know it's on its way. I can't wait. Like a little kid waiting for Christmas, right? Because worry, and this is spirit, this is the block, right? The spirit's saying you got to stop worrying. You got to turn this into this, okay? You got to stop. You got to let it go. You got to focus on that star. Focus right here. Eye on the prize, okay? I think your biggest fear is losing your home. Tower to the Four of Wands. Ten of Wands in reverse. You got to let go of that fear. You got to let go of that anxiety. Because you are a powerful, conscious creator. Remember that. Okay, so I want to get... Because I just want... Spirit, can you just give us a 3D answer? Pull this out of the 5D. And show me what is the highest potential at this current moment for Stephanie. Or I'm sorry, for Francine. What is the highest potential for being hired for this job? In the 3D, please. The highest potential. What is the highest potential? Okay. Listen. When the Ace of Cups comes up for me, this is self-love. You got to know you're worthy. You got to know deep down inside you are deserving, right? Now, I've got the Tower with the Justice card and the Three of Cups. Now, the Tower came out in reverse. I think you can avoid a Tower and get what you deserve. This could even be what's going on with your legal stuff, okay? Celebrating, avoiding. I want to clarify. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clarify this Tower, please. All right, let's give it a good shuffle. Look, I just wanted to look and peek before I shuffled. So we've got the Four of Wands in the upright now with the Ace of Cups. Now, if we were doing a twin flame reading, I'd be dancing for joy, okay? And maybe this could tie in that way. But what we're focusing on the job. And so I don't think you're going to lose your home, but you're going to have to step up and be the boss, right? You're going to have to take control of your life, your thoughts, your vibration. And you know, you are one of the most faithful people I know. But I think sometimes on a very subconscious level, you still have those fears, right? And who wouldn't? I mean, you've been through the ringer, girl. So I don't think you have to worry about losing your home. I think justice is going to prevail for you, and you're going to have a celebration. I want to clarify this Tower in reverse. I think you can avoid disaster. Something is going to come in for you. I don't know if it's this job or if it's your legal matters that you've been talking about, but I see something coming in for you that's going to balance the scales, and you're going to have a celebration. And I don't think you have to worry about your stability, right? This is about a foundation. This is having a stable, secure foundation. It first came out in the reverse because that's your fear, but it's coming out in the upright with the Three of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Justice card. This is good news, okay? Eye on the prize. Eye on the prize. All right, Spirit, what is the Tower, please? For Francine, what is the Tower? Clarify the Tower in reverse, please. Clarify, please. Give me clarity, please. Clarify, please. So your reading took a turn. 9 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You're not going to have to worry about money. And I'm going to show you why. So I believe with the Justice card, we've got the Tower in reverse. We got the 2 of Swords in reverse. Okay, this is not being able to see the future, not being able to decide what to do with your life. This is kind of indecision. But I'm going to tell you who I think is indecisive. I think, because look, then we have the 2 of Wands in the upright with the Queen of Swords in the upright and the Ace of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the 9 of Pentacles. I think what Spirit's trying to tell you is, let's put them all in order here. Okay, we had the Ace of Cups, the 4 of Wands, the Justice, and I think the 3 of Cups, because we reshuffled. I think the 3 of Cups came last. All right, so then we have this, 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 and this. Okay, so Steph, I know a little bit about what you're going through in your life right now. You didn't ask about that. But I think Spirit's giving you some insight about that. Your reading took a little bit of a turn. So whether or not you get the job, I think that depends on your manifestation skills. I'm going to be honest. Yes, I read your question. You wanted to know about your job opportunity, right? Talk to me, Francine, because you've been repeating yourself a lot tonight, and I don't know if it's because you can't hear me. Okay, it says awesome. Okay, so it took a turn, but it's a really good turn. Okay, so look, we start off with an ace. Aces are new beginnings, right? A new beginning for you that is very foundational. It's going to give you security, safety, a roof over your head. It's really, really something to celebrate, okay? But it's like your cup will overflow. This is an overflow of abundance, okay? So we go from the Ace of Cups to the 4 of Wands to the Justice card. Okay, justice, the balancing of the karmic scales. This is what's right, what's just, what you deserve, everything that makes things right. Then we have, I'm trying not to get them confused here. So then we have, nope, I'm going from the back. We have the 3 of Cups. Again, 4 of Wands with the 3 of Cups. This is celebration. This is, I did it. I did it, right? We're celebrating. We're having a good time. We're abundant. We're happy. Then we have this Tower in reverse, okay? Tower in reverse, I wanted to clarify. I'm like, what is this Tower? We got the 2 of Swords in reverse. You've been waiting for a long time for a decision, right? A decision. A legal decision. I think that's what this is. I think this is the decision. This has been suspended for a while now. It's just been hanging here with no decision made. Okay? Now we've got a new horizon. We've got a fork in the road. We've got plans for the future. We've got the world in our hands. Okay, we're facing a crossroad. I don't know if you're wanting to travel, but I've seen a lot of travel cards in your reading. So you could possibly get a job where you have to travel to it, or I don't know, take it as it resonates. But this is, I believe you are waiting for a decision, and I believe the decision is made, and now you're faced with the decision, right? It's like, okay, now things have balanced out. The decision was in my favor. I'm celebrating. I'm grounded. I'm stable. I can look to the future and I can make my own plans. I've got the world in my hands. And then we've got this Queen of Swords, okay? Now this could represent the other party. Somebody who can be greedy, selfish. It didn't come out in the reverse, so it doesn't have to be the other party. This could be you. This could be you saying, I will not accept anything less than what I know is rightfully mine. I mean, you got your hand out, right? And in a lot of deck, or in one particular deck, there's a butterfly usually at the top of this sword. So what does swords? Swords is, logic, communication, authority. It's justice. I mean, the Queen of Swords holds the same sword as the King of Swords. It's the same sword as the Ace of Swords. It's the same sword as Justice wields, right? They're all kind of holding the same sword. So if this is your energy, I think you're about to get everything that's rightfully yours, okay? And then you've got the Ace of Pentacles. You got two aces. I would say you're either going to get the job or you're going to win your court hearing. Either way, you're showing up as this beautiful knight, or Nine of Pentacles. This is, I succeed with, without, or in spite of anybody else's help. I am abundant. I have all the money I need. I have, I work. This could be getting the job, right? This is literally a beautiful card. But again, underneath that is the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands. You've got to clean up your energy and you've got to focus on the having what you want. Act as if it's already there. You know that you are divinely protected. You know that you are a light worker. You know that you have a mission. God's not going to forsake you. You're not going to get forgotten. Just because human beings in your life have disappointed you and not shown up for you does not mean that spirit is not going to show up for you. Your cup is going to overflow. I see it very clearly in your reading. So let me get you a postcard from Spirit. Postcard for Stefan, or Francine, please. Advice for Francine about will she get the job? All right. So we have, dearest you, isn't it amazing? Oh my God. Get out of freaking Dodge. You got the same exact card. And you saw me pull it out of the middle of the deck with, what I do is I pull them up like this until one sticks up. See? Nothing, well, there's like three there. But yours was this. It was very clear. It stuck right up. And it's the same exact card. It says, dearest you, isn't it amazing how things seem to come around again full circle in ways you could not possibly have planned? You wonder how a dream could die only to be resurrected years later when you're truly ready for it. You thought it was time back then, but your wisdom knows better than your small self, whose desires are unmet. Now here you are with a new opportunity to do things from a different, more mature perspective. We want you to trust that in this new opportunity for rebirth, you will be called in two directions, and the one that is unfamiliar will be the right one. In the unknown spaces, the uncharted places of infinite potential, we are waiting to guide you. Thank you, I keep getting confused. We are waiting to guide you into your fullest life. Big bounty will come if you remain in the present. Don't be thinking about what you've experienced in the past. Don't be worried about what might be coming in the future. Your bounty is here. Create it. Be in it right here, right now. Big bounty will come if you remain in the present. You have come full circle, and now you can see that everything changes, is made new, and is given new hope. Now, just on the in case, I want to get you a second one, because see how that happened? Ooh. All right. So we have, dear you, the simple yet powerful law of cause and effect means everything is in relationship. Every action on earth has a consequence. And even in the spirit world, there is a consequence for every action taken in your behalf. Right now, you're facing conditions that were set in motion by past decisions, yours and others. Consequences are coming into being in your favor. I told you. I feel like justice is coming for you. So this is what it says. Right now, you're facing conditions that were set in motion by past decisions, yours and others, or others, is what it says, yours or others. Consequences are coming into being in your favor. They will remind you that making good choices and listening to your intuition always pays off. If some things are a little off and uncertain, know that whatever you are facing, you can step beyond it just by using your imagination. Focus. And acting on that instead of reacting to what is being presented. Everything you think and do has far-reaching reverberations in the web of manifestation. Move to a higher ground and have faith that what goes around comes around. I'm telling you, you're about to get your justice. What goes around comes around. The universe is always self-correcting anyways. Isn't that amazing? How we adore you. Girl, I'm telling you, I feel it. I'm praying for you. I'm going to hold you in prayer, and I want you to focus on your star. Focus on the having of it. And will you get the job? You might. Will you get justice in the court legalities when it comes to your finances? It looks like you just might. What goes around comes around. Justice, right? And there's been an indecision with that Two of Swords in reverse. There's been no decision made. And with that Two of Wands, I think the decision is about to get made in your favor, and you get to create the life of your dreams moving forward, because you're now in a more stable, secure place. Your cup will be running over. You'll be in the Nine of Pentacles energy, and the Four of Wands. All those fears and doubts just tether you in low vibration of not having. Focus on the having. Okay? I love you. Did that resonate, Steph, Francine? Yes, work on your fears. I have them too. We all have them. It's a human thing, right? We are spirits here having a human experience. But, you know, we've been being taught and guided for a while now on this journey on how to manifest correctly, how to just create the outcome that we want. Alchemy, right? Be the magician, be the high priestess. Create the alchemy that you want by, I am a powerful, conscious creator, co-creating with the divine, my highest and best life. You focus on the star, okay? And everything will fall into place for you, and you will get exactly what you deserve. And you deserve so much. You are the kindest, most generous, loving person. And I believe you're about to get your dharma, your good karma, right? Saturn just went direct. Saturn, when he is direct, if you've put good out into the world, he brings you a gift, blessings. If you've been putting negative or hatefulness or anger, resentment, or you've been, treating people badly, you put that out into the world, then you're going to get karma, right? You're going to get not punishment, but consequences, which can feel like punishment. And so I have a feeling karma's about to turn in your favor. And those who are putting things out that shouldn't be, they're about to get theirs, I think. Okay? So hold your faith, and eye on the prize. Okay? So I'm going to end this now. We're almost 3 hours in. This was really good using my phone. The only problem is I keep looking over here instead of looking over here because, there's nothing there to look at. So next time I go live, I'm using my phone. This rocked. We got a lot of work done tonight. So I love you. I'm going to delete the other false attempts that we made for our live. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate every one of you. And go watch that collaboration because that's where the channeled message is for the full moon in Aries energy. And share it. Please share it on your Facebook. Share it in your social media. It's going to help us in the long run because, we are here for one another. So I love you, and I will see you soon. Namaste. So how do I exit?